Welcome back to If you love classic motorcycles with a modern twist, and you enjoy in-depth reviews, news, and everything two wheels, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Today, we've got something really special. We're diving deep into the 2026 Kawasaki W800, a machine that continues to celebrate retro charm while embracing just the right amount of modern refinement. So buckle up, grab your helmet, and let's take a journey through time and engineering excellence. The Kawasaki W800 has always held a distinct position in the motorcycle world. While other brands push aggressive design cues, cutting-edge tech, or relentless performance numbers, the W800 stands back, almost like a well-dressed gentleman at a party full of hyperactive guests. It doesn't scream for attention, but when you look closely, you can't take your eyes off it. The 2026 version stays true to that character, while making some important updates that deserve a serious conversation. Now let's talk about the heart of this motorcycle, that lovely air-cooled 773 cubic centimeters vertical twin. Yes, it's still air-cooled, and yes, it still uses that unique bevel gear cam drive that sets it apart from the sea of chain or gear-driven setups out there. This engine is one of the biggest reasons riders fall in love with the W800, not just for how it looks, but for how it feels and sounds. The 2026 model gets a minor ECU update, refining throttle response, especially at low RPMs, and offering a slightly cleaner burn for better emissions performance. But Kawasaki hasn't tried to squeeze more power out of it, and that's intentional. You still get around 47 horsepower and 60 Nm of torque, delivered in the smoothest, most linear fashion. This isn't a bike that begs to be revved to redline. It wants to be cruised, to be enjoyed. It rewards a relaxed pace with a buttery, old-school thrum that's rare in today's high-strung machines. And thanks to tighter engine mapping, you'll notice improved fuel economy, now averaging around 55 to 60 miles per gallon, depending on riding style. Mated to a 5-speed gearbox. Yes, only 5, the W800 keeps things simple. The transmission feels solid, with a mechanical, deliberate shift that complements the bike's analog nature. A slipper clutch might be absent here, but unless you're riding aggressively, you won't miss it. Clutch pull is manageable, and Kawasaki has slightly adjusted the spring rate to make it lighter than before, a welcome touch for city riders. Moving on to the chassis, the W800 continues to utilize a classic double-cradle steel frame. It's been praised for its balanced geometry, and in 2026, Kawasaki has fine-tuned the suspension settings just a bit. The 41mm front forks and twin rear shocks remain non-adjustable, but they've been revalved for better damping on imperfect roads. This isn't a sports bike, but it's surprisingly nimble. The handling is neutral, and the bike feels planted whether you're carving through sweepers or just cruising through town. One of the unsung heroes of the W800's ride quality is its wheels. 19-inch at the front and 18-inch at the rear, spoked, of course. These sizes contribute to the stability and smooth road feel, especially when combined with the bike's relatively narrow tires. For 2026, the tires have been updated with a new compound from Dunlop, providing better grip without sacrificing comfort or the vintage look. Braking is handled by a single 320mm disc up front with a 2-piston caliper and a 270mm disc at the rear. Don't expect superbike-level stopping power here, but that's not the point. The brakes are progressive, easy to modulate, and perfectly suited to the W800's personality. ABS is standard, and the system has been recalibrated for a slightly quicker response without being intrusive. The ergonomics of the 2026 W800 remain rider-friendly. The wide, flat handlebar, mid-mounted pegs, and low 31.1-inch seat height make it accessible to riders of all sizes. The seat has received a subtle reshaping and new foam density, improving comfort for longer rides. It's still very much a solo rider bike at heart, though Kawasaki does offer an optional passenger seat with grab rail for those looking to share the ride. Instrumentation stays delightfully analog. You get 2 big dials, one for speed, one for revs, with tiny inset LCDs showing fuel level, trip meters, and a digital clock. No TFT, no Bluetooth, no rider modes, and honestly, no one's asking for them. That's the charm. It's a bike that celebrates simplicity in an era of complexity. You ride the W800 because you want to disconnect, not because you want another app to sync with. Color options for 2026 include a deep British racing green with gold pinstriping, a dark graphite with blacked-out engine covers, and a classic pearl white with subtle red accents. All of them are gorgeous, and thankfully, Kawasaki hasn't gone overboard with decals or graphics. Now pricing. The W800 sits in a niche segment, and Kawasaki knows its audience. For 2026, the price has crept up slightly due to inflation and emission compliance costs, now landing around $10, $499 in the US market. That's not cheap, but it's a fair price for what you're getting. A unique blend of craftsmanship, history, and modern reliability. One area where Kawasaki really excels is the ownership experience. The W800 is known for being incredibly reliable. The engine is understressed, the components are well made, and service intervals are generous. Routine maintenance is straightforward, and Kawasaki's dealer network offers good support. Parts are readily available, and there's a growing aftermarket scene for those who want to personalize their ride. And if you're coming back to riding after some years away, the W800 is a fantastic re-entry bike. It's unintimidating, but not boring. It has enough presence to make you feel proud of what you're riding, and enough comfort to make you want to ride more. In summary, the 2026 Kawasaki W800 continues to be one of the most honest motorcycles you can buy. It doesn't pretend to be something it's not. It's not fast, it's not flashy, and it's not tech-heavy. What it is soulful, smooth, beautiful, and enduring. It offers a riding experience that connects you with the road, the engine, and yourself. And in a world that's constantly changing, maybe that's exactly what we need. So what do you think? Is the W800 the kind of bike you could see yourself riding? Or do you think it's too retro in a modern world? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your take on this timeless machine. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe for more motorcycle reviews, news, and deep dives like this one. We've got a lot more coming your way, from new model breakdowns to classic bike features, and even some riding tips to help you get the most out of your two-wheeled life. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and as always, ride smart, ride free.